To create the new Microtia construct, first the contralateral unaffected ear is traced using a clear plastic film. This can often be the eye protection part that is used and traced using a water-insoluble marker. After it is traced, it is then cut to size and can then be either autoclaved to be sterilized or sandwiched between two sterile pieces of Tegaderm and then trimmed in the operating room to be used as your tracing template, period. In the operating room, the MTF externa cadaveric cartilage is resuspended in warm, sterile saline. Then it is then fixed to a silicone block. This contains typically the segments of ribs 5, 6, 7, and 8, which will provide more than enough cartilage for proper carving and for construction of the different elements for recreating a new ear. To begin carving the new cartilage construct, first the MTF externa is stabilized to a silicone block using pins. The traced portion for the base piece is then placed over the synchondrosis that will allow the optimal fit based on the curvature of the base plate. After this is pinned, I can then either be marked with a marking pen or then on situ carved, where it will allow for creation of that base piece in its entirety. Rarely you need to fashion parts together if you have a very fibrous synchondrosis that would be necessary to create a base piece. But given the fact that MTF externa donors are often older, closer to the 20-year-old range, there is typically more than enough to create an entire base piece without having to fashion two pieces together. After cutting the base piece to an exact size, then you can use your template for the antihelix to help determine the position of the new antihelix tragus antitragus construct, which will be fashioned to the base piece. Using a marking pen, you can determine where the concavities will be for the scapha, as well as to determine the new position of the helical rim. To create the concavities or negative vectors in ear reconstruction, I find using a 3 or 4 millimeter round contouring burr to be ideal. Even though MTF externa cartilage is soft and works like normal rib cartilage, in my hands this is more precise than using a gouge, which is what often also many people like to use. It's really dealer's choice in this situation.